In today's video, we're going to take a look at everything you're going to want to know before choosing to make a move to St. George, Utah. All right, let's get to it. If this is your first time to this channel, we talk about everything there is to know about living in Southern Utah. My name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest here in Southern Utah, I would love it if you would reach out. You can find my information up here in the corner or down below in the description. I promise you I will respond. All right, let's take a look at St. George and everything you might want to know before choosing to live here. Now, I do have a pros and cons video for St. George, Utah. I will link that down below in the description so that you can check that out as well. Today, I want to focus more on some of the statistics. We're going to go over location, population, age demographics, income, cost of living, housing cost, just to give you a general overview of St. George and give you a little comparison to where you're living now and see if this might be the right fit for you. Now, I went ahead and jumped into a screen share because a lot of the things I want to highlight will be in screen share today. I will also link some of these websites down below in the description so that you can check them out as well. The first thing I want to talk about is the location of St. George, Utah. Of course, if you're looking it up, you probably already know, but just really quickly, I have it outlined here in red on Google Maps. You'll notice around the outskirts of St. George, there are several other small towns, Santa Clara, Ivins, Washington. You come a little bit northeast, you're getting Hurricane, La Verkin, and Tokerville. We're going to focus specifically on St. George because that is the largest metro in this area. And then in the future, we can take a look at some of the other areas. Now, St. George, Utah is located down in the southwest corner of the state of Utah. It borders right along the Arizona border. And then, of course, down here to the west more, you're getting into Nevada. Now, as far as the weather goes in St. George, you are going to get pretty mild winters and hotter summers. It's very comparable to Las Vegas's weather if you are familiar with Las Vegas. You can see here the coldest month is going to be in December with an average high of about 52 degrees and an average low of 32 degrees. Again, those are averages, so you could get lower and you could get a little bit higher. Those are going to be the average, or you're going to consistently see about those temperatures in the winter. As far as temperatures in the summer, you're going to have the hottest temperature at around 102 degrees. That's an average. Again, I have seen it get up into 110 and on those really hot days 115, but those are peaks. It's not usually in that area. Now, during that same month in the summer, your low of the hottest month is going to be right around 76 degrees. Again, it might dip a little lower than that, but really we're looking at the high in the summer because that's what everybody's trying to see if they can live with. It's going to be warm, but it's going to be a dry heat, so it's really pretty bearable and makes some of those summer activities at the lakes or in the pool that much better. All right, I wanted to also talk about population. Now, this is an estimate based off the 2020 census that was done. They've projected it out to 2023. It is showing that the population of St. George, Utah is over 108,000 people in the year 2023. Now, St. George is the biggest metro in this county. St. George, Utah is in Washington County. You can see if we take a look at Washington County, the population is almost 193,000 people. So you can really see that St. George takes up most of that, and then a lot of those other surrounding cities make up the rest of it. Now, I have highlighted it here in blue. St. George is currently growing at a rate of 4.2% annually, and its population has increased by 13.14% since the last census was done in 2020. It is a great place to live, so the population is growing a lot faster than a lot of other cities in the nation. I also wanted to take a quick look at the demographics so that you can see what to expect here. According to the worldpopulationreview.com, which is the website that we are on, St. George is predominantly white, with almost 88% of the population taking that up. You can see in the pie chart here. Now, two or more races is going to be just over 4%, with other races being just under 4%. And then we have Native Americans, about 1.3% of the population. Asian is 1% of the population. Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander is just under 1%. And then the Black or African American population is about 0.8%, just under 0.8% of St. George. Now the median age here is about 37.9 years. Of course, median is right in the middle, meaning half of the population is younger than that and half of the population is older than that. You can actually see here that for males, it is actually 35.2 years, and for females, it's 39.7 years. So, kind of a little breakdown here that you might want to know. You can also see that females are about 51% of the population, with males being just under 49% of the population in St. George. So they've actually broken up the median income per household, families, married families, and then non-families. You can see right here for households, it's going to be just over $63,000, families being just over $78,000, married families being just over $85,000, and then non-families being just over $33,000. Just to kind of give you an idea of what the median income is here in St. George. Now this is a great site to just take a look at the demographics, population, so I will link that down below so that you can check it out if there's any more specific information that you might want. Of course, we definitely want to look at the cost of living in St. George. Wherever you're coming from, this could be better or worse depending on where you are coming from. Overall, the cost of living in St. George is 2% less than the national average. Housing is about 2% less than the national average. However, it's showing that utilities and groceries are about 1% more than the national average. What I love about this website, which is payscale.com, is that you can put the city in that you are moving from. So I'm going to put in Las Vegas, Nevada, because that's where I am originally from. And you can put in whatever salary you are currently making, where you are living, and then put in the city that you have, and it's going to populate for you. So for example, let's say I was making $50,000 in Las Vegas and I'm looking to move to St. George. In St. George, I'm going to need to make $48,713 in order to have a similar standard of living that I was having in Las Vegas. Now this is because St. George's cost of living is a little bit lower than Las Vegas. Let's say that I put in Cedar City, Utah, which is about 40 to 45 minutes north of St. George. If I were to move from Cedar City to St. George making $50,000, I'm actually going to need to make $153 more to keep the same standard of living because of the difference in cost of living and in housing in St. George versus Cedar City. So it's a great website if you want to go in, check out your city compared to St. George. Of course, it's not going to be perfectly accurate to a T, but it's a wonderful starting point. Again, I'll link that down below in the description. Now you can take a look here overall what you're getting for food, groceries, healthcare, energy bill, phone bill. I'm going to be honest, as I'm looking at this, I know housing's going to be slightly different than this because of what we saw happen in the housing market recently. However, everything else looks pretty comparable to what I am seeing here in southern Utah. With the exception of gas, as we know, in the last week or so, gas prices have gone up again. So this is going to be closer to about $4 right now. This fluctuates a lot more than anything else. At the time of this recording though, we're right around $4 per gallon of unleaded gas. I will talk a little bit deeper as far as housing prices go on the next slide, but really quickly, your average energy bill is going to be just under $200. Your average phone bill, same thing, just under $200. Remember, these are averages, so you're going to have some higher, some lower. Loaf of bread here, $3.90. That's pretty comparable to what I'm seeing. Same thing for a gallon of milk, $2.44. Carton of eggs, that has gone up slightly just with the egg shortage that we had for a while, but it is coming back down and getting right to those levels. Bunch of bananas, that looks pretty accurate at $3.38. I don't know who goes out and orders just a hamburger. I need the whole meal. But if you're going to order just the hamburger, expect about $5.16. Now, the great thing about St. George is going to be the healthcare. It is 11% lower than the national average. I can attest to this. When I was living in Las Vegas, I would actually drive to St. George for some healthcare procedures because they were cheaper. So if that's something that is important to you, definitely check out the healthcare costs more deeply for the issues that you might have or the type of healthcare that you need. But generally, you can see doctor visit around $112, dentist around $97, optometrist a little over $105, prescription drugs, $410, and then the veterinary visit is about a little over $60. So with that being said, this of course is without your insurance, so you tack that on and it's looking a lot better. Now I wanted to take a quick look at unemployment. You can see that the national unemployment rate over the last several months has been right around 3.5%, give or take a little bit, but that's right about where it has been sitting. However, in St. George, the unemployment rate is actually lower. It's hovering more around 2.5%. So as an average in there or as a median, you're getting right around at 2.5%. So the unemployment rate in St. George is better than the national average. Now I did say I wanted to give you a little bit better statistics for the housing market because we know it's been a little bit crazy lately. St. George had a huge boom over the last couple of years, and if you come back to this channel, I will make sure I am doing monthly market updates so that you can kind of see what's happened in St. George. But we are seeing a little bit of price adjustment here. So for the last 6 months, the median home sales price for a single family home is going to be right around $550,000. I say single family home because the second you put in townhomes, condos, duplexes, it adjusts that median sales price. So when I include all homes sold in St. George in the last 6 months, it actually drops that median sales price down to $495,000. Remember, that's median, so half the homes are selling for less than that, half the homes are selling for more than that, just to kind of give you an idea. Now, the median rent price is just under $2,000. It's about $1,950. If you are somebody that's looking to come in and rent first, that's what you're looking at for a median rent price here. All right, so I know that was a lot of quick information. I will be sure to link all of those sites down below so that you can dive in a little bit deeper if you would like more information. However, if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest here in Southern Utah, I would love it if you would reach out to me. My name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. I promise you I will respond. People are always surprised by that, but I will. All right, until next time, have a wonderful day.